Nicki Minaj and rapper Latto are a scrapping child. They are throwing blows after blows. And it all started over the Grammy Awards that's coming up in February. Well, Nicki Minaj found out that her song, Super Freaky Girl, has been stripped away from the rap category because they claimed it's too pop. Now, Nicki Minaj took the conversation from Twitter to her Instagram Live to further discuss, and she put Latto's name in there along with her song Big Energy, which rubbed Latto the wrong way because she felt that she was constantly under attack by artists every time she celebrated a win for that very song. Now, the Twitter war officially began when Latto tweeted out, "First of all, I text you because I didn't want to do the internet-ish with someone I looked up to. Just like the first time I DM you asking about your ongoing subtweets. I wanted to speak up because, like I said, I do agree, but the way you going about it seems malicious, especially after how we left off. I've ignored countless subtweets since March and instead addressed you in the DM. You're asking why I didn't speak up in your defense? It's the same answer I gave you when you asked why I didn't congratulate you. You're literally older than my mom, trying to be a bully." Nicki Minaj then fired back, "All this time, I thought you was at least 35. Latto then clarified the most recent subtweet in question, but I'm finna start from the beginning. Hashtag 40-year-old bully. Age shaming when you look like you, the one pushing 40. Age shaming but was begging for a feature. Imagine what them jeans gonna do in 10 years. Oh, so you in your 20s? Okay then. At least it matched your album sales. You sold 20K, right? Mad you flopped? That's why you really mad." It was an actual person on TikTok, a creator, not even an artist. I'm sure the barbs have receipts. It goes to show that she made up these subtweets in her head simply because she sent me 2 songs I declined to do features on. They all do this. See the next tweet. But that's when rapper NLE Chopper inserted himself when he tweeted out, "I vow when I become an OG in this music-ish to never hate on the ones coming up. I vow to lift them up that ladder. I vow to light that torch and keep passing it. I vow to show love instead of spite. I vow to give the advice needed. I vow to be an idol to them and never a rival." Nicki then shared a screenshot of conversation that she had with his team of NLE Choppa inquiring on getting a feature from Nicki to insinuate that's why he really mad. NLE Choppa then decided to tweet out to Nicki, "I wasn't even talking about you, love." Unfortunately, people was not falling for what NLE Choppa had to say because they did not believe him not one bit, because it was very ironic how it matched so closely to the situation between Nicki Minaj and Latto at the moment. But he insisted that that was not the case when he tweeted out, "Y'all steady saying I'm talking about somebody. I don't care what nobody else got going on. I'm speaking on personal experiences I've had with people I looked up to before I came up." By that time, rapper Latto had her receipts and was ready to cash out. Okay, first, this is when I teased Big Energy remix. You didn't deny subtweeting me on the phone? I'm confused. Peep, not again, because she thinks I was using her fans for simply teasing my Willie feature and then the B remix feature. So Latto proceeded to share her screenshots of all the subtweets that she claimed Nicki Minaj was doing. She then proceeded to say, "Now all of a sudden you've seen all the love I showed you but chose to respond to a clip taken out of context, literally fishing for a reason to back up being a bully." She then shared some more subtweets receipts. So the next clip is what Latto claims is what initiated their whole beef.
Rappers is thriving right now. How many female rappers is thriving right now? Versus it being Nicki, and everybody else. Now we all, you know.
So a fan reminded Latto, let's not forget how she subbed you on Queen Radio as well. She was mad you said everyone was thriving and said don't categorize yourself with her.
A lot of other people come in one day and the next day you trying to categorize yourself with people who've been fucking working and putting their blood, sweat, and tears in this shit for 15 and 20 motherfucking years. And then that album come out and you can clearly see you haven't built up a loyal fan base yet who actually likes your fucking music. And then what they start doing is they start digging the hole deeper for them.
Latto then responded to that fan who shared that clip saying, "This lady's so meticulous with her shade so she can twist it later and act like it wasn't about you. Stand on that ish." Latto then proceeded with screenshots of the DM between her and Nicki Minaj, which she initiated the conversation, reaching out to Nicki Minaj, asking her what's going on, what's with all the subtweeting, in which Nicki Minaj asked her to further discuss, and Nicki Minaj invited her to have a phone conversation so things wouldn't get miscommunicated. With all being said, this wasn't just about a Grammy category. You being funny, bringing me up to defend your case, knowing our last convo didn't end on good terms. You literally told me I'm not flourishing and no one cares about my little song on the phone, LOL. That's when a Nicki fan proceeded to say, "I've never heard you even speak the word flourishing. How does it even sound coming from your mouth? I can't imagine unless you did it in a British accent." Nicki simply agreed by saying, "Exactly." She continued on by saying, "Ain't no way in hell you believe I said these words." Latto continued on, "Ben Subin, super freaky grandma, is married and related to a effing. You ain't gonna bully me, girl. My idol turned rival, now you hating." Nicki then fired back, didn't care about that when she was begging for features, didn't care about Kodak's past, didn't care about the accusations made about Dr. Luke, who produced Big Energy. Newsflash, scratch off, I've never did that to anyone. I've inspired millions. You're one of them bozo. Y'all keep letting these bozos weaponize the word when they're being dragged and not holding them accountable for not actually caring about the victims in real life. They have the same two drags about me, and one of them ain't even about me. That's how you know you that girl. Latto stood firm in her stance by stating, "I'll die on this hill by myself. Everybody ain't lying on you. We see the pattern. Be effing for real." Notice a pattern? Okay. You only get called old when you pass on their features. I ain't never dissed my idols for not giving me a feature. I bowed to Lauryn Hill feet when I met her. Featured or no feature. Should I call her old now? She's a grandmother and still out rapping you. Who want to hear the reference tracks of Scratch Off Ghostwriter rapping her bars? She used me and the barbs in every interview until that album sold double wood. Now she wiping that spray tan off and being a Karen. They black when it's beneficial, child. The feature was never the problem. You passed on the 2 songs I sent and I still show love. You not the only person I sent songs to that passed laughed my butt off. Never took offense, I'm a rapper. Cute way to spin a narrative though. I'll post on my damn self. They'll all tell you I write too. I heard a few of your refs before they came out too, boo. You forgot we all collab with the same writers? Difference is, I don't deny it. The world see me writing since 16 on national TV though. Now pay attention. Every DM from Scratch Off is about a feature. I was kind every time, but Scratch Off feels she has the pull behind the scenes with a few different white men, won't name them right now. Now look at my next tweet to see the very next message she sent after I declined 3 features. So Nicki Minaj shares a screenshot of the same DM that Latto shared stating, "Look at how this Karen makes up a fake beef in a passive-aggressive attempt to show her frustration about me politely declining 3 feature requests. Scratch Off is just an entitled Karen who blames others of her album flopping. Better stop it, Scratch Off." This Karen has probably mentioned my name in over 100 interviews. Says she waited in line for Pink Friday with her Barbie chain on, bangs, pink hair, but today, Scratch Off decides to be silent. Rather than speak up for the black woman she called her biggest inspiration. So then one of Nicki Minaj's fans decided to do her dirty work by pulling up Latto's parents' details, saying, "Your father is in his 60s, your mother is 39, meaning when your father had you, he was roughly in his late 30s. Your mother was 16 or 17. You know what that means, right?" This had Nicki pumped and she responded with, "Scratch Off, get your dumb self to the mic right now. Explain this ish. Since you became a activist in the last 5 minutes, girl, you better have a good explanation for this ish. Write the F now. This better be a typo." Nicki continued on, "When a person doesn't like you, it's only but so much faking they can do. They'll always be secretly waiting to show it. The smallest thing will happen and they'll use the opportunity to pretend they now have a problem when they've been wanting a problem in order to show their true colors. Latto corrected herself, said, "Let me specify. I'm sorry. I'm delusional for saying we're." Newer female rappers are flourishing, and you said no one cares about my little song lyrics. My bad. FYI, I only recorded because I know who the F I'm playing with. Hashtag 40-year-old bully. Along with that message, Latto dropped the actual recording of her conversation that she had on the phone with Nicki Minaj.
I've done nothing to you. Yeah, you are.
Something that is clearly delusional.
It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing.
Something that's stupid and misinformed.
It's
I'm the one acting crazy.
it's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing.
We're not being
Recognize we weren't giving the platforms that we're being given right now.
What platforms have you got?
And I give you props all the time in every other interview for opening the door for that to be a possibility now.
Okay. So what, in conclusion, what do you think you wanna say about, let's let you finish your statement about what female rappers were doing before and what they're doing now. I want you to finish it.
I finished it, Nicki.
Okay.
I said
All right, good.
for a long time it was you.
It was me.
Yes,
So
and your
you didn't do your research.
What
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have somebody send you the information about all the women in the last 10 years who have had Billboard recognition, worldwide global recognition, since you are clearly putting yourself above these people.
No, I'm not. That's the purpose I can't even think of the word, like just purposely trying not to understand what I'm saying.
You don't even understand what you're saying because see.
No, I know exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was you running shit for a long time. I never said that you're no longer running shit. I said for a long time. I never said that you're no longer running shit. I said that there are other females flourishing. What is the problem with that?
The hard way. You're going to have to learn the real world and the industry.
Well, I love you and I will, regardless, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to support you from the sidelines. I feel from the sidelines because I can't do it publicly when someone is literally subtweeting me for no reason, purposely trying to misinterpret what I'm saying. I respect you too much to go back and forth with you. So I appreciate you for getting on the phone with me. The song lyric was recorded last year, way before any of this. And I cannot, you said, because you just said I like to say it's given though. The it's given bar was nothing, it didn't have nothing to do with you.
And it's not going to benefit you. You understand? If people around you cared about you, they would have told you that's not going to benefit you.
What's not going to benefit me?
Let me go. I have to do a Zoom. I'll hit you back. Thank you.